Welcome everybody to another round of World of Tanks subscriber replays. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's first replay is from the user Towdrew. I think that's how it's pronounced. That's Towdrew, and he's driving the M18 Hellcat on a standard battle on the Serene Coast. M18 Hellcat obviously being the tier 6 tank destroyer for the Americans. So before we get too far into this replay, just a couple of announcements. I just want to say thank you for your feedback on the addition of the little medal icons I put on the last subscriber replay. Taking your feedback on board, so what I'm going to do this time is just flash up the medal when they have it. It should remain on screen for about 10 or 15 seconds and then fade away. And because it's not staying for the whole time, it's probably just going to appear right at the top of the screen, around where the score is, rather than on the left hand side, just so it's a little bit more visible. Should stay on the screen for about 10 to 15 seconds and then fade away. Ooh, is he going to get a hit? Yes, he does. Gets a good hit on that Type T-34 there. Type T-34 decides to just try and run the hell away after taking that big hit. KV-3 comes into view, but Hellcat's gun not quite strong enough to get through the front armor of that mighty KV-3. Going to get a good second shot. That almost... oh, no, it didn't. Since it almost certainly hit and did some damage there as he faded away. But as you can see, he's still on full hit points. So that actually didn't do anything. So a little bit of a shame there. Should be able to... very nice shot there. Getting the long-range prediction shot on the Panzer Soufflé there. Taking him out and picking up his first kill of this match. So a little bit of a flurry of action there. I think I got through everything I wanted to get through on the announcements, which is really just the little addition of the medal thing. Oh yes, the other thing is people asking where their replays are. I'm currently about a week or a week and a half behind on replays. So replays that were sent within this last week, I still haven't had a chance to watch them yet. I have currently 75 replays sat there waiting to be watched. And I still currently have... ooh, nice, able to pick up that Type T-34 from earlier. I still currently have 15 or so replays that I want to make videos on. So I've got the replays sort of organised out into by type, and then replays that I do definitely want to make videos on, and then ones that I haven't even watched yet. And like I said, there's about 75 replays that I haven't even watched yet, although I have downloaded them. And there are about 15 replays that I definitely want to use and definitely want to make videos out of. So as you can imagine though, doing 2 replays per video, that is about a week's worth of replays there that I definitely want to make videos on already. So not only am I about a week behind on replays, but I have about a week's worth of replays that I definitely want to make videos for. So a little bit behind at the moment. What I might do is I might just spam you with some subscriber replays this weekend just to get through them all. So apologies in advance if you feel your sub box is getting a little bit spammed. Can he take out this T-29 before he gets his turret on target? Indeed he can, and that is kill number 3. But he's down in the pit now, and he's got to be careful. Gets a good hit on that ARL, although he could hit the ARL from behind the rocks. He's got to play it careful. ARL having a little bit of bad luck there, just to hit the rock himself. Not quite got the turret traverse. Thought he didn't have a shot on target, so started to back off, but realised that he did. Pokes himself back out and picks up kill number 4. That just leaves the ARL 44 in the distance there, hiding behind that bush. Gonna hope that his camo kicks back in again, but he's probably spotted out by that AT-8. He's got to play this one carefully. The AT-8 is currently getting pummeled by artillery and long-range shots. Not wanting to venture too far into the pit just yet, but decides to make his move now. ARL still hiding over there. Didn't quite get a damaging hit on him. The front armor of that ARL can be slightly troll sometimes, even though it is a French tank, and French tanks generally have very thin armor. AT-8 heads himself around the corner. A little bit unfortunate not to take his track out there and bounce on the front armor. AT-8 gets a little bit of damage, but he doesn't have the ability to traverse around properly thanks to the corpse of this T-29. And now that his gun is hidden, Towdrew able to take out his track and just keep himself hidden. He's still got the weak spot of the AT-8 exposed here, so this is going to be very unfortunate. Just bounce that shot. One more hit should be enough to take him out. and that is kill number 5. And the ARL looks like he's been taken care of by that T-34 that's come into the valley now. He's got this Panzer Soufflé in the distance, lets his reticule close in just long enough to take his shot, and gets a good chunk of damage onto him. Allies getting picked off one by one. Nice little snapshot there to take that guy out and pick up kill number 6. So the Allied team winning quite well now at 11 kills to 7. The right-hand flank's looking pretty dealt with. This left-hand side here, although they're not pushed up very far, they have won convincingly. The tank destroyers winning out and holding their own against everybody who approached. So now it's just a case of get out of the pit and try and find their way towards the enemy base and pick off the last survivors. So just going to speed this one up until we get back into some action. Taudru heading over to the other flank. Going to see if he can get a shot on that KV-1S. But unfortunately it's not to be, as he's behind the cliff face there. And they've got quite a sizable force over there already to deal with that problem, to deal with him. So he's just going to head up parallel to the train tracks here, making his way through the village. Still not able to get a shot on that KV-1S, but going to be heading towards the enemy base anyway. Going to see if he can pick up the artillery. It looks like that T-25 may be AFK. There was a Hellcat spotted in this area. You can see where the grill used to be. So just going to come around here and maybe pick off that T-25, although he hasn't got very many shells left. So he's not really... Just switch to HE there so as not to waste a round, but somebody else takes him out just before he reloaded his gun. As you can see, he's only got 1 AP shell left. Now with the T-25 only having 25 hit points or some left there at the end. I think it was 36 actually. Switching to HE just to save on rounds there. Spots out the grill now that he's on HE. Easily able to take him out, no problem. This is a little bit of an older replay, so I'm not too sure if he switched back to AP. Nope, he's left it on HE, but the Hellcat only has 13 armor. So a good hit. Nope, there we go. The Su-152 is able to take him out, but still an absolutely awesome game from Taudru there, picking himself up 7 kills, 2,500 points of damage, and making all the difference on that left-hand flank there, holding up the enemy and picking up a large amount of kills for his team. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Stick around because, as always, the score screens and another game are coming right up. And our second replay of the day is from the user King Tim 17. That's King Tim 17, and he's driving the T-54E1 on a standard battle on Ensk. T-54E1 being the Tier-9 medium tank for the Americans, the one with that awesome autoloader, the tank that you get just before the T-57 Heavy. So going to be heading to the centre of the map straight away. Spots out an IS-3 who's come forward and used the speed of the IS-3 to get into position pretty quickly. Did get tracked there, but used a repair kit just to try and get away in time. But he's got absolutely no chance. King Tim just putting 4 good shots straight through him, taking him out, doing 1,200 points of damage straight to that IS-3, and he gets punished for making an early push there. Although King Tim now does have to reload, and this 110 I think finally realises that he's reloading. Luckily, just about manages to side scrape pretty damn well there, angles his tank a little bit just as the 110 is about to open fire. His platoon mate, the E-75, comes in there and uses that troll armour just to ward off the 110 there, just to push him away from the T-54 of King Tim. And then once he's reloaded, pokes himself back out. That's 3 hits and 2 kills. Picks up the T-54 by doing almost 1,000 points of damage to him as well. Got 1 shell left. Going to see if he can find a target for that shell. not quite able to get a hit on the ELC, just stopping a little bit too early. Just waits for the reticule to close in a little bit more and gets a good hit on that ELC as he retreats, picks up a quick kill number 3, and then drops back into the courtyard just to reload. So it looks like the enemy team's actually pushed a little bit too fast here. As you can see, the IS-3 just came way too far forward and got punished for that. What you normally find is the enemy team, or the team that spawns in the south, kind of hangs around that G line. But it looks like they've just pushed a little bit too forward. Excellent angling there, just as the Tiger P open fire. Reloads that cannon just in time to be able to start putting damage through the front of that Tiger P. One more good hit. And that Tiger P becomes kill number 4. And that is 4,000 points of damage now for King Tim. Although there is a Ferdinand threatening the area. But his platoon mate in the E75 still looking pretty damn healthy. Although King Tim doesn't have his cannon reloaded. And I think this Ferdinand knows it. Tries to angle again, but the Ferdinand just is able to put a good shot straight through the side armor there. Realizes that he hasn't got any shells in the chamber, so spins himself around. Somehow his gun got damaged there. I think that got taken out. No, it got damaged by the 30 somehow, even though it looked like he fired over his back. But anyway, his ally is able to make quick work of that Ferdinand. And like, this has been a fast and furious game so far, but like I was saying earlier, it looks like the enemy team just pushed up a little bit too far, as was evidenced by that IS-3. Normally they hang around the G line and try and make inroads to the F line, but it looks like they actually took up position in the F and E squares, and that's not very advantageous position for the southern team to be taken. As you saw, the northern team just able to push straight through them and overrun them. E75 gets found here and presents his side armor. No idea what he's doing, not bothering to angle his tank at all. And he becomes kill number 5 for King Tim. And 5,000 and a bit points of damage. Decided not to use that last shell on something. Decides that he wants a full clip to go into battle against this AMX 5120 and the WZ1111-4. If you remember earlier, the WZ's able to be pretty damn good. It's got some good armor at the front. The thing weighs a ton and it has a decent cannon on it. And if that AMX 5120 is reloaded, then he should be able to do some serious damage. Although the only person really on low health here is King Tim, so it's not really like he's going to be able to just start one-shotting people. King Tim, despite only having 257 hit points, decides to put his life on the line to pick up kill number 6, and that is GG and the game. So absolutely awesome replay there from King Tim 17, picking himself up a very fast 5,500 points of damage, 6 kills, and that was an absolutely excellent game by him. So thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, if you got yourselves a good replay, then please send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like or favorite, stick a comment in the comment section below letting me know exactly what you thought, and let me know if you like the new medal system that I'm using. Rather than have it appear on screen for the whole time, just have it linger there for 10 to 15 seconds and then disappear. Let me know if that's preferable. And I think that's about it. If you're not already, consider hitting that subscribe button for more content like this in the future. I've been Maxwell, this has been World of Tanks, and I will catch you guys next time.